Namaskar, good evening. You're watching Nation Wants to Know and I am Swati Joshi. Rahul Gandhi's foreign visits are under the scanner once again. Rahul Gandhi's foreign trip stirred the political pot in Kerala. This time the spotlight is on Wayanad, where a devastating landslide has claimed 8 lives. 7 days after the tragedy, the Gandhi siblings are yet to visit Wayanad, the district that has served as their political lifeline for the last decade. BJP has seized on the issue, accusing Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra of neglecting Wayanad while finding time to visit disaster-hit opposition-ruled states. The party alleges that Wayanad has been reduced to a constituency of political convenience and is demanding answers over the Congress leadership's absence. Listen in.
Here the case is more peculiar that the MP is absconding from the country itself. Not only the people of Wayanad, but the people of the country also wants to know on which conspicuous location in the entire world Rahul Gandhi is there. I think this is being done to utter disrespect and utter insensitivity to the people of Wayanad and the people of Kerala.
Srimati Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who represents Wayanad like an absentee landlord, has totally neglected and abandoned the constituency. This is very similar to how Rahul Gandhi had previously exploited Wayanad in the past. But what better can you expect from the Congress and its first family?
We saw the landslide. How many people have died? But did Bunty and Bubbly, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra find the time to go there, to stand with the people? No. They want the people's votes. They want to go for foreign vacation. And this shows that they only use and throw people, vote banks. They've done this to allies. Wayanad is a vote catcher for them.
लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन विदेश में इसीलिए जाते हैं कि छुट्टियां तो मनाते हैं पर साथ में एंटी इंडिया एलिमेंट से भी मिलते हैं और उन्हीं से इंस्पायर होके उनकी बहन प्रियंका गांधी वाड्रा पिछले इतने दिनों से वायनाड के अंदर नहीं गई. गांधी वाड्रा परिवार wants entitlement, wants power without accountability.
Now, the Congress has hit back strongly, accusing the BJP of exploiting a human tragedy for political gains. Party has defended its leaders, cited Rahul Gandhi's visits to disaster-hit regions across the country, and countered by questioning Prime Minister Narendra Modi's priorities and frequent foreign tours. Listen in.
Sir, on the other issue, that is the Wayanad issue, BJP is attacking Congress now. They're questioning why Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, the MP of Wayanad, is not visiting the place. It's been almost a week.
The government is doing a very good, responsible job in the relief measures, and there's no need to disrupt those relief measures. Right now, what is top priority is that the relief measures should go on, and when we have a government which is sensitively handling it, there is no need for any.
How can you say that? BJP is always saying she is very much carrying the Wayanad. Rahul ji also going there.
बीजेपी से ये पूछिए कि देश के प्रधानमंत्री जनता के लिए कभी काम करेंगे या विदेशी दौरे करते रहेंगे और पैसे दे दे के छोटे मोटे जो गिफ्ट खरीदते रहेंगे, मेडल्स खरीदते रहेंगे, पुरस्कार खरीदते रहेंगे. ये बंद करें. पहले अपनी गिरेबान में झांक के देखें. इस भारत का जो निर्माण और आजादी की लड़ाई ये कांग्रेस पार्टी ने की है.
Now, the allegation is that Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi feel the pain of people only when they are in the non-Congress or non-INDI bloc allies ruled states. Priyanka Gandhi, who's the MP from Wayanad, has visited her constituency at least 5 times in the past 2 years. Back in 2024, when she was not representing Wayanad, she, along with Rahul Gandhi, visited Wayanad after the devastating floods took lives of 300 plus people. Let's also talk about Rahul Gandhi's recent visits to disaster-hit states. In 2024, he travelled to flood-ravaged Assam, where he visited relief camps, met displaced families and assessed the damage on the ground. A year later, in 2025, he was in Punjab, renewed scrutiny, because even as Rahul Gandhi has travelled to other opposition-ruled states, he is yet to visit Wayanad following the latest landslide, where his own party is in power. That contrast has become a key talking point in the political debate surrounding the tragedy. But with 8 lives lost and several families affected, the bigger question remains, should this tragedy be reduced to a political slugfest? Or is it time for leaders across the spectrum to focus on the people of Wayanad? Let's take that question across to our guests. We have Shubhrashta, founder of The Churn, joining us on the broadcast, along with Nikhil Jain, political analyst. We have Nirja Chaudhary, senior journalist, Professor Dinesh Varshney, leader CPI, along with Charu Pragya. Thank you very much, Charu Pragya of the BJP joining us on the broadcast as well. Thank you for joining us. Good evening to all of you. Nikhil Jain, I want to come to you first. We heard Mr. Pawan Khera was asked about the last visit when the landslide took place and 300 plus unfortunately were killed. Pawan Khera says, back then that government was not doing a good job. Is that by default an admission that we will only go to states that are not ruled by Congress and feel the pain of people over there? Jahan hamari sarkar hai, wahan to everything is fine.
No, absolutely not, Swati. You're assuming a meaning out of the statement which wasn't meant. See, the fact is that a landslide has happened just a couple of days ago, and you don't want political leaders, be it the member of parliament, be it the leader of opposition, visiting that place and creating a ruckus in the relief efforts. Right now, what's needed is for the affected people in the state of Kerala, in the district of Wayanad, to be, placed in relief camps, to be given the right food aid, to be given the right medical aid, and for the government to, put in place the right communication networks that are needed in terms of the road repairs and all of those other things. Once all of this dust settles down, only then should any political leader visit these people, and that is basically what the Congress party or Rahul Gandhi always do. You talked about the Assam visit of Rahul Gandhi. You can check it up. The Assam visit was on the 8th of July, but the floods happened in June. Rahul Gandhi wasn't, trying to rush and run to Assam the moment a flood happened, like Narendra Modi tried to do while the 26/11 terror attacks were happening. When the last terrorist was yet to be shot, you had a Chief Minister Narendra Modi doing a press conference right outside the hotel. This is not how you deal with a tragedy. You do not barge into an ICU with 100 television
and it's
cameras.
okay to take your son inside the hotel. Is it okay to take a filmmaker inside the hotel where a terror attack has taken place? Is it okay to keep changing your clothes the entire day because you have to appear in front of the press and you have to talk about the issue? All those questions will come up if you bring up the 26/11 attack. I want to bring in Dinesh Varshney, because Dinesh Varshney, Pawan Khera says, last time Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi went to review the situation in Wayanad when the landslides took place in 2024 is because back then the government was not efficient, it was not doing its job. Now there's a sensitive government.
No, Swati, this is wrong. What Pawan Khera is saying, he is saying wrong. The moment even last time the devastation has come, or 100 years worst flood came in Kerala, the CPI and the left party's cadre were immediately in the rescue operations and relief operations, thousands of them. Even this time also, the moment the landslide came, within 45 minutes, our branches of the Wayanad district, our All India Youth Federation, our Student Federation swung into action and went for relief operation. Thousands of pictures are there in social media in Kerala and otherwise all over India. The problem is this government of BJP, this is the only Prime Minister of the country since independence who don't visit flood affected areas, who don't visit right affected areas like Manipur, who don't visit any landslide affected area of Himachal Pradesh or Uttarakhand. He may send the Home Minister to Uttarakhand, but he will not send the Home Minister to Kerala when the left government was there or any other opposition party.
Are you conveniently skipping Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi not visiting Wayanad yet?
No, Priyanka Gandhi should visit. This is my opinion. This is our opinion. He is a local MP. But we are a very strong party in Wayanad. We are second. Our MP candidate was second to Priyanka Gandhi. So this, you should know that thousands of workers are involved there in relief work. I do not know whether Congress workers are involved there or not, because Congress organizational network is different in Kerala than the left party or CPI cadre network is there. Second thing is,
but Pawan Khera says there's a sensitive government, so they are taking care of the situation. Let me bring in Charu Pragya. Charu Pragya, Nikhil says that there's no need to create ruckus. Why be in such a rush? Because if leaders visit at this point, which is a sensitive time, the relief, the rehabilitation, rescue, all of that happening, and if political leaders start visiting, it will create ruckus. It will create maybe the security deployment would have to be as far as the leaders are visiting for the visit. So that creates ruckus to an area like that where a landslide has happened, where people have lost their lives.
Swati, it's surprising that Nikhil is saying this, because that sounds so hypocritical that I don't even want to comment on it. Because the people of any constituency choose their leader to stand by them in times of need, They don't choose an influencer. And they definitely don't choose someone who's going to time their visits according to elections. And I am actually feeling bad for the people of Wayanad. They elected Rahul Gandhi. And then Rahul Gandhi said, I am vacating this seat. I am going to stay in Uttar Pradesh, even though he had abused the people of Uttar Pradesh last time in 2019 elections when he wanted to win from Wayanad. After that, he moved to Uttar Pradesh. He asked the people of Wayanad to support his sister. They made Priyanka Gandhi Vadra win, and now even she has abandoned them. Who's going to stand by people? And the Gandhi siblings have become political tourists. There's no other word for it, because they will visit a place only when it suits them. And only when it suits their selfish motives. No other reason. See, the landslide in Wayanad this time has been horrific. And it is heartbreaking to watch those visuals. But there was a landslide even earlier in Wayanad. At that point of time, Rahul Gandhi was the member of parliament from there. What did he do? He made a lot of tall promises. He made a lot of promises for rehabilitation, for building homes, and then just disappeared. Absolutely disappeared. And where does he disappear to?
But
I would
Charu,
like to ask
you
that
a follow-up question.
All of last month, he's been...
No, I want to ask you a follow-up question, Charu, because the Congress and now on the debate, Mr. Varshney also is asking, while you focus on Rahul Gandhi's visits and you're questioning his absence, they are equating that or drawing a parallel between Rahul Gandhi's visits and the Prime Minister's visits, saying, Prime Minister भी तो abroad रहते हैं, Prime Minister भी तो visit पर जाते हैं. Why don't you talk about that? Is he visiting?
बिल्कुल नहीं, बहुत अच्छी बात है. Please talk about the Prime Minister's visits abroad. You can time every single minute of his, and you can corroborate it with what he has been doing. Every time he's abroad, he's bringing something back for India and Indians. Every single minute of our Honorable Prime Minister's time is accounted for. Can they say the same for the leader of opposition? He also occupies a very important chair in our parliament. Why does he abscond? Why does he go on these secret trips? He went on so many secret trips that SPG got worried. Later on, SPG was withdrawn. But he intent on these secretive travels that even media has a gala time trying to track him. Do you remember where he was during West Bengal elections? He was in Cambodia. He was in Cambodia and then he comes back and he starts with his series of
Nikhil,
accusations without proof.
respond to that allegation that the entire country knows, the world knows where the Prime Minister is going. And then there's a debate, a lot of criticism from the Congress party as well on what have we achieved from that visit. But when it comes to Rahul Gandhi, nobody actually knows where he is.
You know, Swati, when somebody like a Sambit Patra makes this kind of argument that Charu is making today, I find it fine. I don't expect this sort of an argument from somebody like a Charu Pragya. She's a progressive individual. Everybody has right to their own personal life. What is this nonsense and charade about Rahul Gandhi going on secret trips? It's not like he's ditching his passport, using another passport, going around, traveling across the world, passing around like, you know, some James Bond sort of a character. He is an individual. He is going outside India. His passport gets stamped. The Ministry of External Affairs knows that. He travels through the airports of India. The government of India very well knows wherever he is going. And every individual, be it Prime Minister Modi or be it Rahul Gandhi, they have the right to have a personal life. The difference is when Rahul Gandhi engages in his personal life, whether it's a personal tour, whether it is visiting a relative, whether it is visiting a friend, whether it is attending somebody's wedding, Rahul Gandhi doesn't try to make it into a state event. Narendra Modi...
The criticism even when the Prime Minister is on official visits is कि देखिए प्रधानमंत्री तो foreign vacation पे जा रहे हैं, foreign tour पे घूम रहे हैं, foreign tour पर जा रहे हैं, foreign vacation पर जा रहे हैं. Even when he is on official visits, Nikhil, let me bring in Neerja ji. First of all, is this a fair comparison? Is this okay to draw, you know, this parallel that what if Rahul Gandhi goes? The Prime Minister also travels abroad.
Your main debate is not about Rahul Gandhi or Prime Minister going abroad. Both may have their reasons. Your main debate is should the MP visit the constituency when such a tragedy occurs. And I can think of, you know, even if there is a tragedy in a family or a child is affected, the parents will rush to that child even though the doctors are looking after the child. They don't need to be there. And any MP, the minimum that the MP promises is, I will be with you, my constituents. So certainly, Priyanka Gandhi, she may well go in the coming hours. She may be planning to go. We don't know what her plans are. And Pawan Khera's thing that it may create a ruckus and may prevent the government, that is part of the job. The state government has to look after that, contend with that ruckus. Because if an MP does not go to the constituency because it may create, VIP problems, that will happen in good times and bad times. That state government has to take care of it. Therefore, and I would say in this case, Rahul Gandhi, who vacated the constituency, though he said when he vacated, I will always be for the people of Wayanad, even though I'm not an MP. The brother and sister constitute the high command of the Congress party. They are very high profile leaders of the Congress party, and the BJP is bound to mount a blistering attack against them if such a thing happens and they don't go. That is given in the nature of things. So I think rather than give the BJP a handle, this is the minimum that they should do. And Rahul is very good at this, putting an arm around people, picking up children, expressing sympathy, visiting home. So is Priyanka, very good at it. And at this time, it's not just money, relief that the people need. They need sympathy. They need to be assured that my MP is making sure all this is in...
and that's why the question, Neerja ji, they are good at it, feeling the pinch and the pain of people. But is that only restricted to when, there is a non-Congress government in power? I want to bring in Subhrashtra. And, when that discussion comes up parallelly about foreign tours and this comparison between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Rahul Gandhi, is that because the Congress runs out of excuses? Runs out of excuses to defend its leaders as to why Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi haven't gone to Wayanad. So when there's no other reason, Subhrashtra, talk about the Prime Minister's visit. Is that the reason?
I think it runs out of this extreme sense of entitlement and this extreme sense of arrogance that anybody but Rahul's family be, questioned in this democracy. What they have still not been able to fathom is that this is a democracy that has elected the Prime Minister. Despite all their, saga about EVM manipulation, etc., the same EVMs has, elected Priyanka and Rahul too. But they cannot make a distinction in their, in their cocoon that they have, that Prime Minister holds a constitutional post. Every visit of his can be, defended or talked about in the public domain. But somehow the Gandhi family should not be questioned. Somehow that is kosher. Somehow, if you go and visit a Chinese delegation in the middle of, a tiff between India and China, Rahul Gandhi has no responsibility for the people. He will not come out to do a press conference. His party will not release a press statement to say what exactly transpired between them. So I think this is a sense of entitlement more than anything else. Coming back to the issue of Wayanad, I'm very clear, Swati. I'm very clear that the kind of inconsistency in politics that has existed from the opposition camp, not just Rahul Gandhi and the Congress, which I consider increasingly irrelevant nationally, even the regional parties. The problem with the opposition is that they are absolutely absent on ground. They only get activated during elections, and that too on issues which suit them. Forget about Rahul Gandhi not being in Wayanad. Did you see Rahul Gandhi on the streets even for small and big issues that this country has faced? If a Sonam Wangchuk can do a fast, why can't Rahul Gandhi
Nikhil will point out Rahul Gandhi standing with the students, highlighting the NEET issue and other paper needs. So there are issues like Neerja ji also spoke about. There are multiple issues. But my question is, does that only happen when such controversies or issues happen in a BJP ruled state? Nikhil, do respond to the points that both Neerja ji and Subhrashtra have made. Shouldn't an MP be there standing with the constituents who voted for her? That's her primary responsibility towards her, isn't it?
No, Swati, I completely agree with the point that Neerja ji is making, that every member of parliament should go to their constituency whenever some tragedy like this happens. But I continue to stick to what I said earlier, that you expect them to do this when the dust settles, when people are not being rushed into relief camps. Once the people have been moved to the relief camps, relief efforts, the emergency relief efforts have been done with, it is only then that any
more power to them. Wouldn't that only boost their morale? That the leader that they chose is today standing with them.
No, Swati, if boosting morale comes at the cost of relief efforts, I don't, personally, I can't say that anybody's morale should be boosted if it is hampering and hindering relief efforts. I would care much more about the lives of my of my fellow citizens being saved than somebody getting a moral boost or some political leader getting a political mileage. I think the relief efforts should get into a place.
I'm talking about moral boost for the victims only. I'm not talking about moral boost for the BJP or other political parties. Okay, Charu, please come in. I will quickly accommodate everybody's views before I wrap up. Charu.
Relief efforts are better and stronger. Swati, we have seen all over the country when a member of parliament or the local MLA is present in person, the relief efforts are fast-tracked. We have seen that everywhere in the middle of every tragedy. I don't know why the rules have to change for Rahul Gandhi. Shubhrashtra is absolutely right. It just comes from a place of entitlement so strong that not just Rahul Gandhi doesn't want to turn up, not just Priyanka Gandhi doesn't want to turn up. They put an entire army of people to say nonsensical things like this.
Okay.
They are actually defending the fact that they don't want to go and meet the victims. They are defending the fact that every single member of the Gandhi family who the people of Wayanad have made to win disappears after that victory. And they come up with an excuse as feeble as this because they're holidaying abroad. Really? Really, Nikhil?
Very clearly defending, saying that we have a sensitive government in place, so we don't want to create any sort of ruckus or inconvenience at the moment. Dr. Varshney, your views on that?
Look, Swati, I'm very sorry that with due respect to Charu and with due respect to Shubhrashtra, they are making a demagogical claims and demagogical statements. I would like to ask you one thing. Normally, the MP should be there in the trouble period of their constituency respected. I would like to know how many times Modi ji has gone to Ayodhya till now. Ayodhya and Varanasi and Allahabad has the similar culture sociologically, food habits and everything. He went there for Pran Pratishtha. He inaugurated the temple. He did everything. Where is he? Chori has happened. Taketi has happened. Their own administrator is saying.
Okay, I have to wrap up, but quick rebuttal from Shubhrashtra. Couple of seconds.
Only 30 seconds.
Swati,
Sir, I have to wrap up. I'm completely out of time. Shubhrashtra.
Swati, we need to understand that it does CPI no favor to, indulge in this kind of politics. They don't want Rahul Gandhi on ground because it's a CPM turf. It's a CPI-CPM turf in Kerala. My problem is this. I have led relief efforts in Kashmir during the 2014 floods. My experience says that Congress politicians, the then Congress politicians, were out there on ground helping families navigate through dirty flood water that had a stench for 3 months. Does Rahul Gandhi have it in him to walk the stenchy streets of Wayanad right now? Is the question. I don't care where he's holidaying, in his.
Why should the leader who people have voted for be missing in action? And what is this sort of defense that the leader goes on ground amongst the people? It will create some sort of ruckus. So let the dust settle, and then perhaps the MP or the MLA or the MLC, whoever is the representative of the people, will go among them to share their pain. Is that acceptable? Nirja ji, Charu, Shubhrashtra, Dr. Varshney and Nikhil, that's all the time I have. Thank you very much for joining us in the broadcast.